Do you mind speaking up? I can't hear you over the volume of my hair, darling. Thank you. As you were. Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel, ProudMane. It's your girl Ava, your loyal curl friend, and I am here with some tea on Ayurvedic herbs that you can use for your hair. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about Fenugreek and Hibiscus. I absolutely love this combination together. I mean, it's unmatched and the results speak for itself. This is day one hair, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there because you know day one hair, ugh. You can't get this type of results on day one hair typically, right? This is like a day 3 type of feel, right? It hit different. I'm telling you, when you use this mask that I'm about to show you, get all the way into it. You're gonna be snapping your fingers in a Z formation when I am done. Let me tell you, Fenugreek and Hibiscus, they do not play. They do not play individually, and they do not play when they come together, okay? A little bit of background knowledge. If you haven't watched my first video, my hair was super damaged, dry, brittle, breaking. It was color treated. I might insert another picture here just for reference. And it was really bad. And I use Ayurvedic herbs to rejuvenate my hair, to restore health, to restore order. Really, it was terrible. And I'm so excited to be sharing my hair care journey with you and the remedies that I've used to combat hair loss and hair breakage and thinness and all of the above. You name it, I've been there and I have recovered, and I'm here to share all the tea with you, starting with this hair mask. And like I said, it's my absolute favorite. Fenugreek holds a special place in my heart. If you did not watch my first video, shameless plug, go look in the description box for the link. And yeah, I was talking about Fenugreek and how postpartum in 2015, after I had my daughter, my hair was really thin, it was shedding a lot, and it was just so limp and lifeless, and Fenugreek really brought me back to life. Actually, I ended up finding out about Fenugreek on accident. I was looking up remedies on, you know, encouraging more milk production, and I found Fenugreek, and you know, I googled it obviously, and it was like, you know, drink Fenugreek tea if you want more milk. So I was like, okay, what else can Fenugreek do though? And then I noticed that it has so many benefits and it can be used to treat so many different things, and I fell in love with it. And of course I tried it and it worked miracles for my hair, and I have been using it since 2015 to date. And I mean, I tell no lies. Like, look at this. I just love the results every time I incorporate hibiscus and fenugreek into my hair. I mean, it's undeniable what it has done for my hair. So enough with the long talking. I'm gonna show you how I put together this nourishing hair mask. You can use it as a deep conditioning treatment for your hair and leave it on for however long you feel like. And you know, yeah, let's get into it. I'm doing too much. I'm talking way too much. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna share how to make it and how to apply it. So stay tuned.
First, I'm going to be talking to you about the amazing benefits of hibiscus. Hibiscus contains amino acids that conditions the hair. It nourishes the hair follicles, making it softer and more manageable. It rejuvenates the scalp and promotes hair growth. It prevents baldness and treats dandruffs and itchy scalp. It has astringent properties that reduce excessive oil secretion of the scalp. This is a powerhouse herb without a doubt. Next, we have fenugreek. Fenugreek is one of my favorite of all time. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's used to treat hair loss and dandruff. It promotes hair growth and stronger hair follicles. It's rich in antioxidants and possess anti-inflammatory properties. It's rich in iron and protein, which are essential nutrients for hair growth. It boosts shine and repairs damaged hair follicles. So let's get into making our hair mask. The first thing you're going to want to do is measure out 2 cups of distilled water, and you're going to want to bring it to a slow boil, not piping hot, maybe on medium or low heat. Once your water comes to a low boil, you want to measure out a 1/4 cup of fenugreek powder. I prefer to use the powder because it cuts down the preparation time by a lot. So then you want to just add it to the water. Then I proceed to take my wooden spoon and just give it a nice stir. I'm trying to get all the clumps and lumps out of it and make sure there are no powders that are stuck together, and that way it's infused in the water nicely. So you just want to give that a stir for a few minutes until you get as many clumps out as possible. So then after you get all the clumps out, you want to add a 1/4 cup of hibiscus powder. So you have a 1/4 cup of hibiscus, a 1/4 cup of fenugreek, which makes up a 1/2 cup, and then you have 2 cups of water. So that's the ratio that I work with for the length of my hair. You can obviously tailor this and make it your own. So here I'm just stirring both the fenugreek and the hibiscus together, incorporating them, infusing them while still on low heat. Just making sure I'm getting all the clumps out so that we have a smooth consistency. As you can see, I had to go in with my whisk because that wooden spoon, it just wasn't doing it for me. And the whisk worked a lot better in getting all the lumps out so that I can get that smooth, velvety consistency that I'm looking for. So this is what it looks like after I'm done stirring. I remove it from the heat after a few minutes, and look at that color. I'm so obsessed with it, honestly. It's giving me yogurt vibes and I'm so hungry right now. So after you take it off the heat, you want to make sure that you cover it with a lid and let it sit overnight and infuse for at least 8 hours, or overnight if you have the time. So this is what it looks like the following day. It's infused nicely. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Look at the consistency. It's not runny, it's not drippy, which is exactly what you want. It's smooth, it's thick. Ooh, she's thick. Look at that. That's exactly the consistency that you're looking for. If you're like me and you don't like your hair mask to be runny or drippy, this would be perfect for you. So now I'm just going to transfer the hair mask to a glass bowl so that I can work with it better. Look at that. Get all of that goodness. Do not waste any of it. So now I'm going to add my final ingredient to my hair mask, and that is my DIY Ayurvedic oil that I use for my hair and my scalp. You can see some of the sediments still at the bottom. This has various herbs in there. I will be uploading a video on that soon on how I make the oil. And then I just measure out about 2 tablespoons of the oil and add it to my mixture. You can use any oil that you like. If you don't want to use your expensive oils, you can use grapeseed oil, you can use extra virgin olive oil, just to give it that extra slip and hydration, and it will really make the mask easier to apply as well. And then you just want to go ahead and work that into the hair mask. So as you can see, I'm just folding the oil into the hair mask, mixing it well, making sure it's really incorporated. Then I'm going to get my immersion blender and I'm going to blend this baby up. I'm going to infuse that oil into the hair mask, and that way it doesn't look like it's just sitting on top. And I do this for about 3 minutes or so until I notice that the color of the hair mask turns a bit lighter, and then I know it's ready. Or until I see that it's super smooth and there's no clumps or lumps or anything like that. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Look at that consistency. It just melts into your hand like butter, and it almost has like this sticky feeling. Like fenugreek really adds slip to your hair, so you're gonna notice that immediately. So let's get into applying this to our hair. So I like to apply this hair mask on clean hair. I washed my hair last night, so it was already ready to go. I'm just rehydrating my hair and spraying it and detangling it, and now I'm ready for the application. So as you can see, I'm just gonna rake the product right on my hair. If you get this on your scalp, it's perfectly fine, it's perfectly safe. You can absolutely do that. So I just section off my entire hair and then I just apply all the way through. As you can see, it applies really well. I have no issues with applying this. It just glides on my hair. My hair already feels super nourished. I just make sure that I get every single inch of my hair, including my scalp. You want to make sure this is really incorporated. And get your ends, of course. So this is what my whole head looks like when it's all done. I just finish applying it to my entire head, and then I just wrap my hair up and put a shower cap on it and let it sit there all day. So I had a little bit of mask left over, and I ain't wasting none of this. I put some in my daughter's hair, and her hair absolutely loved it as well, and I let it sit on her hair for about 2 hours before I rinsed it out. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you found this at all helpful or informative in any way, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. But in the meantime, in between time, you grow, girl. Yes.